Good evening, short story writers. So we're back to normal prompts. I think I've given you enough hints about NaNoWriMo. So this is just back to ordinary story writing prompts, short story inspirations from everyday life. And right at the very beginning of this channel, I'm said, and I still maintain, that even on the most mundane of days, something unusual happens. And today was no exception. I fell asleep for 2 hours. I was fighting sleep, and in the end, I just thought, hang it, it won't take long, and then I can get on with what I've got to do. But in fact, an hour and a half later, in fact, almost 2 hours later, I woke up. So that is today's short story prompt. And it can be that your main character either sleeps through some significant event, and maybe the sidekick has to become the protagonist of this particular story. So, and that's been done a few times. It was done in the second series of Doctor Who when Eccleston was handing over to Tennant, and David Tennant was, or his doctor was not really present for the first episode, and the Catherine Tate character, was she Rose? I can't remember what her name was. Anyway, yeah, she had to sort of do stuff. No, it wasn't Catherine Tate, was it? Oh no, it was Billy Piper. Whoever the assistant was, the assistant had to get on with it, right? And face off the alien menace. So it could be that, but more interestingly, how about somebody waking up to find that something significant has happened in their life, or more to the point that they have been metaphorically asleep for most of their life, allowing other people to make decisions for themselves, and this is where they decide to take a sharp turn and do something about redefining themselves. And that is a common theme in most people's lives. So you literary people, it's there, but it can also be used in the same way in science fiction. Someone has been leading an ordinary life like Neo, and then all of a sudden Morpheus turns up, and that can be changed and adapted for horror and for fantasy, and indeed action and thrillers. It could be the opposite. I remember James Bond and a few people sort of Bourne, as in Jason Bourne, in I think it was the second one, tries to take some time out, tries to escape the past where he has been signed up for in that particular story, he had to perform an assassination that he didn't agree with, so he decided to try and retire himself, and of course the organization would not let him. So that was the brunt of the crux of that film, that he was being chased by various fellow assassins, and he was taking them out. Sorry if you haven't seen it, but it's been around a long while, so I presume if you wanted to see it. So yeah, okay. Big life decisions which do cause people to change, and they realize that they've just accepted everything in this particular story that has been laid on their door, everything that their church, their school, their state, their parents, their co-workers, their peers have kind of all those expectations. They decide that they're going to be their own person. All right, that's the story. Oh, and of course, if it's a thriller, then maybe there are consequences. They unlock secrets, and then they start getting chased. 3 days of the Condor style. All right, that's it. Happy writing, and I hope you find this short story idea useful. Thumbs up if you did, thumbs down if you didn't. Honestly, I don't mind the thumbs downs. Maybe YouTube won't like it particularly, but I'd rather know where it is I'm going wrong. Okay. Oh, and leave a comment. Tell me why it's wrong, but be constructive.